Well, the puppies have been out, and I came to the rest area, spent the night because it was a deluge, and I could see the writing on the wall. You know, at first I left where I was at and went over to the regular campground area because I was really down in a gully thing there, and oh my goodness. But where I was at the campground over there as well, when that rain started coming down, I went, yeah, no, this is still a lower level area. So I got out when the getting was good. There was another person you'll see on the video that came over and was asking me about staying. They saw it and pulled out right away as well. Now I feel sorry for whoever stayed there because this morning they're waking up to being in a lake. Yeah. And then last night, oh my Lord, about 4:30, Stuart, the Stoma, was waking me up, and it was crazy. I had to get up and change the bag if I had changed it. Now, what happened was, first, the output was really thick, really, you know, and when it's like that, it's painful when it's coming out. Then having to move it down in the bag. And I could see that bag was getting full. If I hadn't done that, I could have had an explosion. So I took the bag off and just sat there catching the output as it came out. And then once the real heavy stuff, then it was really soft and just was like projectile vomiting. Oh God. But it was all good. Got it all under control. Everything was fine. Now, the one good thing about my toilet, you know, I use the baby wipes and stuff with the Stoma, and I don't have to worry about not flushing it. You know, I can put it right in that toilet. In the morning, the first thing I did this morning was, you know, took it out, put it in with the trash, and everything got thrown away. And all new fresh start this morning, so you know, it works out really well. But oh my Lord, last night was a night. So you know, when you're on the road and living and stuff, you've really got to monitor the situation as it is. When it comes to weather, that is such a big one. I mean, you don't want to get caught out there in a snowstorm and ice where you can't get out, and you don't want to be somewhere when it rains that you're in a lower area, and especially when you're in a place with mountains and stuff and a desert, because desert does not absorb all the water like it does in other places either. So when you're driving in the desert, you want to look and see where the washes are. You'll see where they've come out and where they'll come across the road. You don't want to get caught in something like that. So, you've got to keep your eyes and ears open. So at the moment, I'm going to go back to Las Cruces and get a coffee, and then I think we'll continue to head out. Yep. We'll continue to head out and go somewhere for today. But yeah, just craziness last night. Between the deluge of rain and when I was driving to get to the overnight there, the rest area, there were cars pulled off the road. They couldn't drive in that rain. It was really, we had flash flood warnings that said if you don't have to travel, don't travel. We had cars pulling off the side of the road and trucks pulling off the side of the road. So, when it's like that, and you're driving the freeway, you want to slow way down. You don't want to be doing 75 in the rain. You slow way down and you just keep going and you monitor and watch it. You got to have good tires. If you don't have good tires and you hit that water, you could plane, and you definitely don't want to have that happen. So yeah, last night was craziness. But we're up and moving. Miss Lily's happy. She's over there eating. Yep. Oh my goodness. But, wake up and you see got the clouds over these mountains here this morning, and it's beautiful out here, and after the rain the air is fresh, and you can't beat it. I love it. So that was fabulous. Now I got that new utensil thing that I got on Amazon, and the things in there worked really well. It's got, the knives are really sharp. It's got the little fork, knife, and spoon. The knife, even though it's small, it's got serrated edges and things on it, so it cuts really well. So everything was really good in that, so I'm glad I got it. Everything's contained in there. Now the one thing it didn't have in there is a can opener, but there was enough room in there that I was able to put a can opener in there. And so it's a little more contained than what I had before. So I'm glad I got that. Glad we went out there. Yeah. So all good. We had a good evening. Now I like rain. I do like rain. But that wasn't right. That was a deluge. That was flood warning, Will Robinson. And I mean, yeah, it was just coming down like crazy. So I know out by Oregon Mountains, that could have been dicey, that road, because it's right next to the mountain, and then you can see where the washes come over the road. Maybe I'll get the coffee and we'll go out there. But I've got a feeling that road, I don't think there's going to be a lot of rain still there, but I think that what we'll see out there is going to be where these washes came down over the road. So I think we'll see some mud and other things, debris, rocks and stuff over parts of the road out there this morning. Oh my goodness. So on that note, I'll leave that here, and yeah, it was craziness.